Hello world, good morning. Don't adjust your screens. This is what I actually look like right now. I'm not sleeping very well, and it's kind of taking a bit of a toll on me. So yeah, I look like shit right now, but whatever. So my baby bear posted a topic: triggers and warning signs of a bad day. Alright, warning signs of a bad day. That one's a little bit more complicated because even though it can be generalized across the board like your triggers can, it's not always. We all have different things that show where we're headed. I'm just going to go into me instead of a medical standpoint on it, just because it's easier to explain. I wake up in a shitty mood sometimes, especially if I'm not sleeping well. And you'll notice that, early in the morning, for no reason at all, we're a little bit more irritable, a little bit more agitated, a little bit more on edge. We'll have a lot of tension in our bodies. We're not very relaxed, even waking up. There's a lot of tension in our shoulders, our necks. You'll notice my face. If you look at my other videos, you can notice my lips and my jaws and my cheeks getting tight. That's just tension. There's other physical signs, like my pupils will dilate the further into an episode I get, and especially my left one is really weird. Never understood that one. I know my pupils dilate, but why is one bit bigger than the other? Tics. I've got tics. And again, in videos, you've probably seen me do it. I'll do this. I'll fiddle with my jewelry. I'll scratch my nostril. If I'm wearing longer earrings, I may fiddle with my earring. There's tics that I don't realize I'm doing, but they are also signs that there's something going on. And, things could potentially flip. And I'm more apt to flip in a manic episode than I am in a depressive episode. If I'm up there on the spectrum, it's a lot easier to set me off. So these are really the warning signs to watch out for, because these are more my manic warning signs. Body movements. Body movements become a lot more jerky or almost robotic. Just the way we move, you'll notice we're not moving more as fluidly as we usually do. It's like I said, it's just very robotic, and we move a lot faster. That's really all I got to say on that part. Like I said, it's those are just some of mine. There's more, I'm sure, but I just can't think of off the top of my head right now. I'm a little bit brain mush. Now your triggers are fairly well generalized. The severity might be different. The severity of how bad it makes it might be different, but the triggers are pretty much the same. Number one, this is the big one: stress levels. The more stressed out we get, the closer to an episode we get. There's no way around that. Even if we do have to deal with stress, the best thing for us is to try to keep our stress levels at a minimum, even if we're having to deal with it, and just not be overwhelmed, because that will send us into an episode real quick. Seasonal changes, spring and summertime, those can trigger manic episodes, because those are more active times of year. And then two, the heat is one of mine. I can't stand being hot, and I get really hot, and I'll get irritated, agitated, and lo and behold, next thing you know, I'll wake up in an episode. So yeah, that happens. Fall and winter might drop us down a peg or two. Instead, because it's gloomier, it's grayer, there's no colors, it's, just out of a Tim Burton movie. It can send us on the lower end of things. Sleep, as I was talking about a while ago, I'm not getting a whole lot right now, but sleep is a big one. We have to sleep. We have to have our sleep. If we don't have plenty of sleep, it can send us into a manic episode. Fun fact, a manic episode can also trigger insomnia, so they run together. And then there doesn't always have to be a trigger. Sometimes it's just time for an episode to hit. At the risk of sounding gross, our menstrual cycles for women. My period can send me into an episode when I've had them. PMS can, and it can also exasperate. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. PMS can also make an already in progress manic episode worse, and that can put us into a state of the dysphoria that I was talking about. To break dysphoria down simply right now, dysphoric state is where you're in a manic state, but you're so manic you are just fucking pissed off at everything. You can think somebody looks at you wrong and you're gonna flip. Yeah, that's just the basic rundown of triggers and warning signs. Everybody has their own. Like I said, you really have to know the person to be able to pick up on them. You really have to be, engaged with the person, not like, marriage engaged, but like engaged with the person to learn their triggers and their tics and their warning signs. So that's really all you can do there, is just start paying attention and start watching. And hell, I used to keep a log. I've known people that keep logs on other people to learn the things that I just went over. Because like I said, everything I went over is generalized. I'm repeating myself really bad right now. I'm really tired. It's generalized across the board, but there can be a few tweaks and differences on it. But substance abuse, medications, excessive drinking, diet pills, workout supplements, like I said before, antidepressants. Those can send us into an episode. Those can be really big triggers. So yeah, so this is definitely not my greatest video. That's not in a functioning place yet. But I figured I could do this one since it was pretty easy. I may do another one later today. I don't know yet. I'm gonna see how I feel after I get my day started and all that good shit. Anyway, comments, questions, knock them below. Like, subscribe, share, you know the thing. Mwah, love you all.